Hi Aries, thank you for joining me on the Intuition Mission. This is your weekly love reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising. Aries, the first thing that came into my head was the song, I don't even know who sings it, it's an oldie song. What becomes of the broken hearted? And I have to tell you that from what I saw when I was pre-shuffling, somebody straight up did you dirty, okay? Somebody made themselves appear as though they were the Knight of Pentacles, going to ride in and offer you the Ace of Pentacles. And then it came out with the Seven of Swords. And I feel like for a lot of you, you were blindsided with something. For some of you, it was a surprise pregnancy. You didn't know that this person was still messing around with somebody from their past, or somebody from their past pregnancy trapped them, like did not want them to leave, or somebody went back to a baby mama unexpectedly, but somebody had been lying, or you found out the truth about something, and you were waiting on the truth was the energy I was feeling, okay? So when I laid some of these cards out, our first group of cards, we had the Lovers, the Fool, and the Five of Wands. And this is really just, I mean, I feel like you really had a lot of love for this person, Aries. You had so much love for them. And I feel your energy right now is like, it's not just love in your life, but you feel this energy of 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And I know that because it went from the 6 to the 5, okay? There was some sort of a conflict here. And for a lot of you, I really do feel like it was another person. I'm really sorry to say that. For my feminine Aries out there, your dude just maybe had some side chicks or somebody from their past. Something came up to interrupt what you thought was a normal, steady sort of a courtship here. I feel like you had so much love for this person. You thought this was it. And it might still be it. You know, we don't know about the future, but from what I'm seeing here, I feel like you put an end to this situation, Aries, okay? This came out with the Fool as well, which tells me that you're moving on. But I feel like somebody really pulled out the rug from underneath you. Like somebody really did you dirty here, okay? My middle energy we had was the Empress, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So you know how I was just saying that 2 steps forward, 1 step back? From here, you are moving forward, okay? And the angels are are here to tell you that, first of all, they're happy. I'm really drawn to this, the toes being dipped in the water. They're happy you dipped your toe in the water. So maybe you were somebody who hadn't been dating, or you had very high standards, or you gave somebody a chance you normally wouldn't have and really fell in love with them, and then they really screwed you over, okay? But the universe is here to say that they have something better in mind for you, and what you've been put in front of, or what's been put in front of you, isn't the best they have to offer here. For those of you who were blindsided with somebody going back to a baby mom, or getting another chick straight up pregnant or something like that, that's the energy I'm seeing here. Like you were devastated by this love. This person is receiving all of the love you thought you were going to have in the future, you were going to have with this person. But the Temperance, the angel here, is coming to balance some things out, okay? This is also a 14. With this being a 4, this is a 4 plus a 10, which is the end of a cycle, okay? So this feeling of the Four of Cups energy is going to be over for you soon. And I know that because we had the Chariot come up for you. And I love to see this because what you're moving on from... Sorry, it's hard with my wrist all wrapped up right now. Ooh, maybe it's just going to be hard for you to move on because that was really hard for me to grab that card, okay? You went from the Lovers, the Empress, to the Chariot here. You have so many majors with the Fool and Temperance. And that really just tells me that you thought this was... or that this was, and it felt like a real, true, honest love for you, and I'm so sorry it didn't work out. But you're going to move forward, and you're moving on to a happier place, okay? All of this yellow shows me that you're moving on to happiness. You're moving on from mind games, somebody who was, hearing and feeling emotional manipulation. I see 444 when that's on my camera at the same time too. So somebody messed with your idea of stability here. Somebody made you think that there was a future and there was not a future. They played you for a fool, okay? They played you for a fool. It absolutely broke your heart, and I don't blame you, okay? When you are a person who loves as hard as you do, Aries, because you do have a really fiery, strong passion in your heart, sometimes I feel like if somebody screws you over, you have a tendency to kind of close yourself off from love. I want you to know that your spirit guides don't want you to do that. That's why they came out here with the Temperance energy and this Four of Cups, like, I wonder. They're going to block out the love for you that's not going to serve you in your life. And the sooner the better, they say. Like, they're very sorry this happened, but the sooner the better is the message I'm getting. And they're going to offer you something that's so much better than what you had here, all right? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. This will be for, what is today, June 19th through the 26th, okay? So let's see what's in store for Aries. What becomes of the broken-hearted? Ooh. We have Death. I'm not a very organized reader, guys. I just keep my cards in chunks, and I'm really sorry if it frustrates you. Visually, sometimes when people do that, it really frustrates me, so I feel your pain. Maybe when I get a better camera set up, I'll change things around, okay? Death card. Anything else? Aries. Oh. Seven of Cups. Let me get one more here. Ooh. Yes, I love to see this. Aries. Wow, I just got the chills. Six of Cups. You have the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups here, okay? So Aries, what came out for you in this next shuffle is the Death card, the Seven of Cups, and the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck. I told you were moving on to happier times. Gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Okay, I'm getting a lot of like oldies vibe for you. So for some of you, I don't know the significance to that. For me, I'm kind of feeling like you're going to have somebody who's like a throwback option for you. Like back in the day, you knew each other and they might come into the picture for you. Since with this Death card here, some people see the Death card and really freak out, but I'm really just feeling transformation, okay? This whole, this pulling out the rug from underneath you, it's going to cause a collapse. If it hasn't happened yet, or if it's already happened, either way, it's going to be better for you. It's going to bring bigger and better things. I'm also really getting a strong energy of the eclipse. Nothing I can say, total eclipse of the heart. Okay, but there's also an eclipse in July, guys. So something for you. Perhaps this transformative period is ending around that time. Perhaps for some of you, your love options and interests are going to peak around that time. But from now, I'm really was just trying to read into the next week's energy. But this really reads like a next month's energy for me. But what's so good here is that you have a lot of options coming your way, and everything that's put in front of you is going to make you happy, Aries. You have this is yours no matter what, okay? These are two major cards here, and this is temporary. When something like this happens, something so big and major, like whatever it is you went through, I'm so sorry for that, but I know it's for the better because you have a Death card here, okay? When you go through something so major like that, it's kind of like that expression, when it rains, it pours. And I really feel like other things are going to fall into place for you, Aries, or this is going to make you start to question some of your other things. Like, well, damn, if I had, if my radar, I feel like you feel like your radar is off, Aries. This is here, the angel's here to tell you, no, your radar is not off. This person really just played you for a fool, okay? They're going to make sure everything's balanced with you and that you get this Sun card that's in the background. I'm really drawn to that. And these flowers, happiness, and emotional balance coming forward. This is going to be options for you, but for some of you, you might feel like, well, I need to re-examine all these other things in my life. How did somebody pull the wool over my eyes? You've got the smoke and mirrors, the illusion sort of a feeling here, Aries. We'll read into that. We'll clarify that. But I don't want you to read into it too much because Spirit is here to say that that shit is done and over with, and you have nothing but happiness coming your way. And with that Six of Cups being at the bottom of the deck, guys, I feel like it's love or a soulmate connection. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Ooh, I'm like shaking as I put that down. King of Cups. And I'm remembering as I was pre-shuffling, the King of Cups popped out here. There was a slew of cards when I first drew the Three of Swords. It was the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Cups. And the Broken Heart. So I was like, ooh, third party? Maybe my Aries has somebody on their side too. And I was being told, no. The Knight of Wands was the player. The King of Cups is yet to come. This could be your person from the past that you have a connection to. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or someone who has water in their chart. Or it could be somebody who's just, I feel like it's somebody who's in touch with their emotions. Because Aries, I feel quite frankly, you're a little on guard about being as open as you were in the past just because you cannot believe how this situation played out for you. But I told you the universe was going to bring you a greater love. And the King of Cups is a much greater love than that Knight of Wands or this Five of Swords douche could ever be, right? I wasn't asking to clarify, but this just came out for me too, the Five of Cups energy. So what this is telling me, and what I think sometimes some tarot readers forget to do, is tell you that it's okay to be in your feelings. I know I was just stressing, don't even worry about it. There's so many good things to come. Grieve it. Let yourself feel whatever it is that you're feeling over this situation. I'm hearing duped. You feel duped. But look how even in this card, even though this person is sad and crying, they're holding on to the Two of Cups, which is a new love. So Aries, I really feel like in your soul that you are still holding on to the hope that a new love is yours. And the way that it's in your hands, what's meant to be yours is always going to be yours, Aries. But it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel duped. But please don't take this on yourself too much and too hard, because I'm really feeling strongly this was not your fault, okay? Not your fault. Maybe you're asking yourself, the one thing I'm hearing here from Spirit, I don't want to preach, but Spirit wants you to ask more questions in your next relationship. What they mean by that, okay, so I don't know if you've ever dated somebody and you're like wondering in your head, ooh, I wonder where this is going, and you just kind of assume that you guys are on the same wavelength, right? Spirit is telling you to ask those questions up front. Don't be afraid that you're going to scare somebody off, because any man or whomever you're dealing with, who's worth their weight, it has a plan for you, okay? That person is going to have a plan for you. They're going to know where they're going. If you say, where's this going? They're going to say, well, I'd like to date you and get to know you for a month or two, hopefully become exclusive because I'm a loyal person, and ultimately I'm looking for marriage. Boom. Like the next person you're going to deal with, Spirit is telling me that they have a plan for you. But if you show up as somebody who's like, la-di-da, I think everything's going well, blah, 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 but you never ask the questions like, are you married? Do you have a baby mama? What else is going on in your life? Then you might feel at fault if those things are revealed to you at a later date, okay? So don't take this hard. Spirit wants you to ask questions. And they're telling me that a lot of you are just very peaceful people. If somebody runs away when you ask, what are your plans with me? You're dodging a bullet. If somebody runs away when you say, where do you see this going? You are dodging a bullet, okay? You're better to find that out sooner rather than later when they go knock up their old baby mama. I was just asking in my head, what about the sun? What can I tell Aries is coming for them to give them some extra motivation? And the Knight of Cups came out. This is confirmation to me that this King of Cups is definitely a love interest coming into your life. This Knight of Cups, he's bringing a cup of love. I'm feeling proposal vibes. You guys have all these majors, and even though it wasn't with this individual person, I do feel strongly that this was a major event in your life, so other major things could fall into place for you, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and do I don't even want to do Rider-Waite's on those. I feel like that's pretty typical. Let's go ahead and end this with some advice. Let's give some advice for my Aries people, and I will start with Rider-Waite for that one. What's some advice moving forward, other than the advice I've already given you from Spirit? Advice. This is hard to do around the camera, guys. I have it sitting right in front of me. Okay, let me shuffle in my normal spot. Sorry. Queen of Wands. Give me one more, Spirit. Ooh, this one flew out. Lovers in reverse. This was not a love that was meant for you, and some of you really felt like it was. Remember I told you the Queen of Wands came out earlier, and the Knight of Wands, and the King of Cups. Some of you might have a hard time letting this go. That's okay. Don't rush into something until you're emotionally available. Understand, like, okay, if I want to get some new clothes, I have to throw out the old clothes in my closet first and make space for those new clothes to come in. Your King of Cups wants to come in pretty quickly, I mean, on the Knight of Cups, and offer you love, and you have the Chariot and everything's moving forward here. But I feel really strongly, Aries, that you're just kind of stuck and sad in this love situation. However, you are still that bitch, okay? Like, you are still the queen. This is you in coming up in your strong energy. I'm feeling like some of you can lean on this. I'm really drawn to the black cat here, and I wanted to say you can lean on magic, but that's not really what I mean. What I mean is start pondering what you'd like to manifest for yourself. If this King of Cups is something you'd like to have in your life, start thinking about that. But I feel very strongly, Aries, that there's a lot. I think you're kind of maybe a little lost in your head. Maybe you have a lot of shit on your plate. Maybe you have this has brought a lot of things into question for you, and you're wondering about all of your options, okay? Think about manifestation, what you would like to have in your life. And when you're thinking about this, guys, this would be my advice for you and my advice from Spirit. Don't focus on fear or negativity. When you can be in your feelings, you can let yourself feel sad, but don't think that the next person who comes into your life as a lover is going to do to you what this person did, or to be fake, or to present themselves falsely, or have impregnated women waiting in the wings, okay? This is showing me that Spirit still wants you to be you in all your glory, because you are fiery, passionate, beautiful, irresistible, and what I'm hearing most strongest is magnetic. Do you even see how she sits on this throne? Some of the queens sit with their knees together. This has the knees out and separate. It's kind of a masculine, like it's a power claiming pose. Reclaim your power. That's what the full moon in Sagittarius is all about, guys. Reclaim your power, maintain your energy, and feel confident about who you are. The next love that's going to come into your life, if you think, oh, the next person I deal with is might screw me over, I'm really going to have to ask them all these questions. Amy said I should ask all these questions, blah, blah, blah. You're going to attract that into your life, right? Like attracts like. However, if you turn this upside down and you say, wow, I really made a lot of growth from this experience, and I'm still me, but I have so much to look forward to in the future. I don't even know what's going to come my way, because things are going to be so great. I'm going to move forward. Nobody's going to play mind games with me. I'm going to mend my broken heart and do my own thing. I'm going to have some good dreams, no nightmares. I'm going to be confident and feeling strong in my manifestation power, my psychic abilities, and I'm going to bring new, healthy love into my life. Okay? Remember the power of your thoughts, guys. Stay true to who you are and control how you perceive your love life. All right? I can guarantee you, Spirit is assuring you that love is coming in for you, and not just love, but happiness in all areas. Okay? So thank you for joining me on the Intuition Mission, guys. Hope you have a great week.